Okay, today is Monday, 5:45 a.m., April 7th, 2025. I've noticed that there are two types of support and resistance. The first one, the first type of support and resistance is static support and resistance, where there is a clearly defined horizontal uh, up and down support and resistance that is clearly defined. Now that specifically defines a um, range bound type of a situation. Okay, and if I were to skew that range bound situation into a where something is trending, then there's also a dynamic support and resistance. Now I've noticed I looked at these I looked at the way that these forex pairs move, and when they're trending, there is there is a there is a either it's going to be parabolic, where where the candles are slim as possible, moving from the one range bound situation to another range bound situation, and that is clearly defining whether there's going to be a little bit of pullback, but until it reaches the next range bound situation. And so when that happens, then the width of it, the width of that trend defines the support and resistance for that trend. And so far, I am more familiar with the static support and resistance, which is defined as range bound situation on a horizontal level. But when something is trending, is essentially in a which essentially has an angle to that trend. Essentially, the range bound is also a trend. It's just moving sideways. But when it's trending with an of of angle, whether it's going down or up, then there has to be a dynamic support or resistance that needs to occur, that needs to be defined in order to trade properly. Otherwise, I could be entering into a situation where uh, I would because it would be very difficult to do because I don't know where where the support line and resistance line is. So it's difficult to clearly define the dynamic support and resistance of when it's trending. And so uh, in order for me to complete in order for me to because there's essentially just basically two types of movements, range bound movement or it's trending. And so if I know how to trade the range bound range bound support and resistance, then I need to be able to clearly define the trending support and resistance, which is the dynamic support and resistance. That's my next thing that I need to do.